Hi everyone, Jackie Porter here, certified health coach and founder of Jackie Porter Health. And today I'm going to make one of my favorite breakfasts. It's super easy. It's a banana walnut oatmeal bowl. So let's get started here. I've got all my ingredients out so you can clearly see all of them. I've got my oats. I have optionally protein powder. You can add this. Chocolate or vanilla would be great with this. I just add this for extra protein in the morning because I seem to miss those 25 to 30 grams of protein. So I want to make sure I get those. Also have the walnuts here. And I do have creatine monohydrate. It's just something I'm kind of using right now. I just do a level teaspoon of that. Another type of protein enhancement. Again, you don't need it. It doesn't taste like anything. So if you do add it, you'll be good. I also have oat milk. You can use any any type of plant-based milk for this. Or if you do prefer regular milk, that's okay too. And then optionally, you can also just do water, probably hot water, if you do end up using water, just to make sure that it kind of soaks everything in. And then I've got organic almond butter here. You can also use organic peanut butter. I just like to go for any sort of nut butter that just doesn't have added sugars to it. So Whole Foods is good about this. They don't add any sugars to their almond butter and peanut butter. So prefer those options for sure, because I do use these on a regular basis. And then of course I have my banana here and cinnamon. So let's get started. I'm going to use half a cup of oatmeal, add it to the bowl here. And I'm going to prioritize all of my sort of powdery type of ingredients first, and then use the more wet ingredients last, and then add the banana and walnuts on top as toppings. So just add a scoop of protein powder. I kind of eyeball this, but I know generally like what my little teaspoon of creatine monohydrate looks like. And then I've got 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon here. If you really like cinnamon, you can totally add more. I just stick to 1/4 because that usually tastes pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to add my oat milk. So this is where I start to mix in all the dry ingredients with my wet ingredients. So I do 1/2 cup, so it's just a 1-to-1 with whatever amount of oatmeal you are using. So if you are needing more carbs in the morning, you can always up it to 3/4 of a cup or a full cup of oatmeal, just depending on what your dietary needs are. So I'm going to start by stirring this up. Hopefully you can kind of see this here. I've got all my ingredients kind of coming along here. Now this is the point where you'd probably, if you do prefer a hot oatmeal, you'd stir this up and throw it in the microwave for like about a minute. These oats tend to soak up the cold liquid from the oat milk pretty fast, so I don't mind a cold oatmeal in the morning, but sometimes it's cold where you're at and you just want something warm to eat, so feel free to do that as well. Okay, so this is nice and stirred up. It's a little soupy, I guess, so if you do like a thicker oatmeal, you could always opt for a little bit less oat milk. I don't mind it too much. And now I'm just going for about a tablespoon of almond butter. I'm kind of at the end here of my almond butter, so I have to kind of do with that as I can and just scoop it in and stir this up in my bowl. Peanut butter is a little bit easier to stir in because it's a little more liquidy than almond butter tends to be. So just kind of mix it in there. And then now I'm ready to add my last 2 ingredients, which are my toppings. So my banana, I'll just kind of put little pieces in here. There's always, so I mean, this is not what I make every morning. I do like this combination for oatmeal in the morning, but I also do things like adding dates rather than banana, and kind of just, mix things up. I can add almonds sometimes to my oatmeal instead of the walnuts. You don't have to add nuts either. I just like how all of this tastes, so I'm just doing like a small handful. It's probably, if you were to chop these up, these are a little bit bigger, it'd be about a tablespoon, but I just say like when it's bigger, about 2 tablespoons. So yeah, so this is my oatmeal bowl, nice and full of protein and fresh fruit to get the day started, healthy fats and carbs. So very nutritious and a complete meal to essentially just give me energy for the whole day. So try it out here. Yep, it's really good. It's really good with the chocolate protein powder, but I think vanilla would be super good too. So I might be trying that out later on. Anyway, I hope you give this a try. Let me know how it goes, any feedback you have, or any questions you might have about altering ingredients, stuff like that. Happy to help. Take care.